Ever since reading the book, The Lone Survivor, I have been really interested in and amazed by Navy SEALs. SEAL is short for sea, air, and land, which is where they're trained to perform their warfare. There are many lessons that we can learn from Navy SEALs, but today I will hit mostly on commitment to a cause. I will talk about the intense training of everyone wishing to become a Navy SEAL. The main part of training basic underwater demolition SEAL training, or BUDS for short. BUDS has 3 phases, and even before that, they have something called INDOC, which is like training before the training. So it's a 3-week course, a little weeding out process to make sure people who go into BUDS actually want to be there. So basically, they're becoming familiar with the obstacle course, which looks a little bit like this. That's just a brief snapshot of it. They're practicing swimming, building teamwork, perseverance, and the instructors throughout all of BUDS and INDOC always looking for candidates who have what it takes to be a Navy SEAL. So phase 1 is called basic conditioning. The hardest phase of BUDS, basic conditioning, is a relative term. For me, it would be extreme, absolutely. So the 3 phases are 7 weeks long each, and BUDS is arguably the hardest training in the world, mentally and physically. Phase 1 mostly is the weeding out process. Only 1 out of 6 people who go to phase 1 make it through. So running, calisthenics, swimming, each week they have to do more than the last, and this is all measured by performance, 4-mile timed runs, timed obstacle course, 2-mile timed swim. Week of Hell Week. Phase 1 is called Hell Week, which is a 5.5-day stretch where they get less than 5 hours of sleep, over 200 miles running, and 20 hours or more of physical training every single day for 5.5 days. Absolutely insane. So that's what defines those who have the commitment required of a SEAL. Is combat diving. And combat diving is where they learn to become combat swimmers. They learn open and closed circuit diving. That's where they introduce them to underwater skills that are unique to Navy SEALs. So successful candidates in this phase show a high level of comfort in the water and an ability to perform in stressful and uncomfortable situations. So the last test actually for phase 2, they have to dive down 50 meters in this scuba gear, and the instructors thrash them around and tie a huge knot that's really almost impossible to get out in their scuba gear. And if they can't get it out, they can go up. But if the instructors out, then they fail. They only get 2 chances at that. Phase 3 is land warfare. So that's where they learn basic weapons, demolitions, tactical training, marksmanship, things like that, where they perform on the land. There's also some classroom work that's taught. They are taught to gather and process information to complete their overall mission. So the final 3.5 weeks of that, phase 3, is spent offshore practicing the skills that they learned in phase 3. So after that, there's the last thing, SEAL qualification training. After they complete BUDS, there's another 6-month course where they basically take them from the basic stuff they learned at BUDS and take them to the advanced. So another 6 months of training, and that's after they complete that, they're finally able to get their SEAL Trident, which looks like this, and that designates them as a Navy SEAL. And then they're sent off to their assigned SEAL team to begin prep for their first deployment. So I'm really grateful for these rare, outstanding souls who have the capacity to take the toughest training in the world. I'm grateful that they're willing to take this and to pay the ultimate price to fight for our country so that we can have the freedom that we enjoy. And I encourage each of you to find the cause to which you can be fully committed and do it. By doing this, we show our appreciation for those sacrificing everything for us.